Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts.
Hey, everybody.
Dustin, Keith, Bourbon Music. Bourbon.
Bourbon. Alimony bourbon.
That's a funny name.
So this, you can see this bottle has already been opened. Keith has not had it yet, but I have. Because a buddy of mine brought this from Missouri.
Missouri.
That's how they say it.
The rest of the country calls that Missouri.
Correct. Yeah. And even some folks from Missouri still call it that. I think the OGs call it Missouri, though. But he brought this from a local distillery. And we'll get into why it's called Alimony when we get into the bourbon. But we don't even have freaking glasses, dude.
So go get us glasses.
You can get there easier than I can. Yeah. Wow, we're ready. And rolling. Wait. Action.
Found them.
You got them?
Yeah.
Are they clean?
Yeah, they're clean.
All right.
I'm trying to see. Yours is the fucked up one.
Yeah, mine's all messed up. Yep,
Right.
that one.
All right, here we go.
So I'll pour some bourbon, and the request that came in with this bribe, because he thought it would be funny, Jim. All my exes live in Texas, because alimony.
Seems to fit.
Right?
just seems to fit as far as themes go.
And we've heard this. I think everybody on the planet probably has.
We have heard this.
But it's a bribe.
Now, I've heard this song probably a bunch of times, but I've never really paid attention to it. Right?
That's true. That is. It's different.
So when we react to songs on this channel, man, I'm listening for all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
I'm listening for vocals, the instruments behind them.
Yep.
All kinds of things. And I've never analyzed or even thought about this song other than the amusing chorus, right?
When you're bebopping down the road or eating dinner somewhere,
It's
or whatever,
playing at some
It's in the
roadhouse, or you're getting Texas Roadhouse or whatever, it's playing there.
right? But if you're listening to it intently,
It's a different creature.
it's totally different.
All right, let's check it out. I'll restart this. We're back to the most boring musical job on planet Earth.
The bass guy.
Bass player in a country music band. Boom, 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 boom. Listen to it.
Yep.
You
There.
can't help
I
but
caught
hear
it as soon as you said it.
Boom, boom, boom.
How about that violin?
Full fiddle.
All my exes live in Texas.
I'm already nerding out on this song, like in a bunch of different ways.
What was that? Was that a steel
That
guitar?
was it's probably just a guitar. Yeah,
You
it's
think?
electric. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way he started that out, like the way he put a little bit of distortion in there, very intentional, and just it's setting a tone for me. I've definitely never analyzed this song before.
All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas. And that's why
Wait,
Arcana.
yeah. Why have I never analyzed this song before? Because it's freaking awesome. So he's doing all kinds of crazy awesome stuff with his vocals.
Yep.
And we've got these Chet Atkins guitar fills in the background that are just glorious, super clean, no distortion.
Yep.
just a bluesy little bend and some scale runs right up and down the blues scale. This is a neat song.
Why I hang my hat in Tennessee? Rosanna's down in Texarkana, wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's in Abilene, she forgot I own the moon. And Allison's in Galveston, somehow lost her sanity. And Dimple, who now lives in Temple's got the law looking for me. All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is...
This reminded me a little bit of 4 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me. One says she's a friend of mine from the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
It's a place I dearly love to be, but all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee.
Just a spice of it, just a sprinkling. Now we got the slide guitar, steel guitar. In the background, the guitar player's just throwing a little chunk.
I remember that old Frio River where I learned to swim, but it brings to mind another time where I wore my welcome thin. My transcendental meditation, I go there each night. I always come back to myself long before daylight.
So he's astral projecting into Texas.
Apparently.
Texas.
Take it, George Strait might have liked the green and leafy a little.
I really love to be.
Hey man, each their own.
But
It's not legal down there.
my
Okay.
exes live in Texas. Therefore, I reside in Tennessee. Some folks think I'm hiding. It's been rumored that I died, but I'm alive and well in Tennessee.
That was impressive.
That last lyric, it's been rumored that I died,
Well, yeah.
reminded me of we were deployed and Gunny comes walking up and goes, "Gentlemen, rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated." And we all look at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Apparently the local paper in his little town had reported him KIA.
Oh, that's a bad mistake.
And that's when letters took 30 days, and so he got a phone call. He got to go to the rear and call his family and say, "I'm back from the dead."
I am breathing.
Yeah, back from the dead.
Wow.
Yeah. Why have I never analyzed that song before? Why have I never given it a good listen?
Because it's so country.
So country. Yeah.
It is so. That's
a good point.
Such a country song.
It's like the epitome of country.
Yes.
As you coined it, barrel-proof country.
Yes. This is single barrel, not barrel proof.
Well, don't give me any hints on the proof level. I'd like to play the proof game.
I'll let you know. You'll get the guess.
So that song had so much, like, the fiddles were meh, right? They're just
were there.
They were there.
They had a purpose.
They filled a role. In the first half of the song, the guitar player was doing this Chet Atkins like scale runs and cool chord progressions and
But they weren't like
minors and sevenths and all kinds of nerdy stuff.
Overshadowing his vocals.
No, but he was throwing it in as a spice between lyrics.
Yep.
The last half of the song, that kind of stopped. The guitar player started kind of chunking along with.
He wasn't chumping. He wasn't a chump.
With palm mutes and just little, just staccato notes, and the steel guitar player
Yeah, and
took over.
piano a little bit.
Piano was in there as a spice.
Yeah.
Definitely not up front. Those steel guitars were right up front with the violins. But his vocal delivery, like you guys say he's the king, right?
Dude, King George.
And clearly that is for a reason.
So so we've heard a few George Straits. That's the most. Well, he's always sounded good, but the things he did, the tools he pulled out,
I would say that you're right. That's the broadest display of his toolbox we've had yet.
that we've seen. Right, well, it's always been good.
Yeah.
But he did a lot in that song with his voice.
He sure did.
And so the first thing I said when you stopped it was impressive. His vocals were impressive, and the band behind him though, there was a lot of people back there, and they were all pretty good.
So you guys tell us. You'll know. We have no idea. You'll know. Was that like his band?
Ooh,
Or was that a pile of studio ringers, the labels where he wrapped around him to record this?
we should have watched this one live. Although we might not have had the same experience,
May not have.
right? Because if it is Studio Ringers that made the song,
It may sound very different live.
yeah,
They'll tell us that too.
yeah, let
They'll
us
be
know.
like, it sounds exactly the same, or it's better, or yeah. So, what do you think about paying alimony?
I think that's a terrible idea, and I'm glad we're not an Alimony State, frankly. That's just how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel.
It's got old library books on the nose.
No,
Yes, it does.
it's got tobacco on the nose.
Old library books.
Tobacco. It's also kind of sweet on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of like a sweet tobacco. Tobacco.
Massive old library books
Tobacco.
on the initial.
Dang it, I forgot that. Ugh. The
What?
sensory kit again.
I got cigars back there if we want.
I don't think Joanna would like that.
Well, we can take them outside. It's warm.
It'd be hard
Anyway.
to take the camera out there.
Pick it up, carry it. Training.
We should do that one time. An outdoor reaction.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do it.
Okay.
So the
Library book.
library book's very strong on the initial. The mid is hitting me as just corn sweet. Like maybe a touch of vanilla in there with that. I'm gonna let you describe the finish because I'm not sure I can.
To me, the finish is like rye pumpernickel bread.
We've got another one that changes drink to drink.
What?
My second drink, and it was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I heard it. They heard it.
That probably did.
Gulp.
The old library book kind of dropped off.
Okay.
Corn sweetened oak filled in.
Definitely some oak notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some oak notes. It's got the corn sweet through the mid. The mid's super smooth, right? The mid
It is smooth.
I'm gonna say this. It's almost too smooth.
Well, if you're going for it's not, it doesn't stand out in any way.
Right. True.
I'd concur with that. It's not remarkable in any way. The mid.
Right.
It's just I think there's some corn sweet there.
Yep.
Maybe a touch of oak, but then it goes into the finish. In the early finish, I'm having trouble putting a name to. He said some kind of weird bread.
Pumpernickel, rye pumpernickel bread.
I'm not sure I've even eaten that.
What?
So yeah, I don't.
The brown bread at the steakhouses?
I don't know. I'm a heathen, man.
No kidding.
You guys have no idea. I will go to a very high-end restaurant. Funniest thing, they universally have unsharp, shitty steak knives.
Not always true.
The best restaurants I have been to in this country have had shitty steak knives. So here I am. People are thousands of dollars a table.
They're in black ties. I've seen it.
I'll do it. I'm a heathen.
Yes. That's the best word for it.
I am.
Heathen.
I'm uncultured and I'm a heathen.
He's definitely heathen. So, what do you get on the finish then? Legitimately, I get like a rye finish, but it's kind of, I get that like bread flavor.
There's something there that is somewhere between bitter, oak, and corn sweet. It's like this.
So you're not getting the rye?
I'm not getting the rye.
That's weird.
I can't name it.
It'd be funny. I haven't looked at the mash bill. Maybe there's no rye in it, but I get rye.
So if you were to take the flavors of, everybody's done this at some point, butter and cinnamon on toast,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And take that flavor
We
and
call it cinnamon toast.
turn it down from it. Like if you take a bite of cinnamon toast and you turn that flavoring and you call that a 10,
Yeah.
and you turn it down to about a 4.5.
You got too much butter on your toast and not enough cinnamon sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, that's a great descriptor.
My poor brain was, you probably got smoke coming out of there.
Butter.
A little bit of butter,
Yeah.
touch of cinnamon.
And you got the bread. Just not the same kind of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up front, when it switches from, and we're nerding out on this bourbon all of a sudden, when it switches from the initial to the mid, I get a little flash of cocoa. There it is, and it's gone.
What you're detecting as cocoa, I'm picking up as a touch of oak. I know what I taste it. It's there, but it's coming off to me as more oak, less cocoa. It's a proof game.
Well, real quick. So, as I mentioned, this is Alimony Bourbon, right, out of Missouri. It's done at. He told me the name of the place. Let's see. It's got to be on the bottle, right? Distilled and bottled by Crooked Moon Distillery in Owensville, Missouri.
It says,
It says M-I. Or M-O. M-O. Yeah. M-O. So, that's what it says.
You're choosing to translate that to Murrah.
Right. So, on the back of the bottle, it's got alimony. It's a noun. An allowance made to one spouse by the other for support pending or after legal separation or divorce. He's pretty.
I think we knew that.
He's
though.
pretty adamant about making sure you all know what that means.
So what I'm taking this to mean is that
You see a little judge on there? Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny.
got a judge on the label. So what I'm taking this to mean is that every penny of profit for this is fuck you.
I think that's. You tell us if we're wrong, Jim.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what
It is.
that means.
Yeah.
It says you be the judge. So what's the proof?
I'm gonna go with pretty low. It's reasonably smooth. I'm gonna say 87.
80.
Huh. Okay, it's not smooth.
I mean, it actually kind of is.
Does it have rye in the mash that you're aware
I
of?
don't know.
Because that could be confusing me. It tastes like there's some in there.
It doesn't have the mash bill on here. Jim can let us know. Maybe he'll have to talk to his buddy.
Yeah. I don't think it's particularly smooth for 80. Normally 80 goes down like water to me.
But that's what I get from the mid. Is it's so smooth and it's almost like water.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jim paid for this.
I would pay reasonable money for this, despite the old library book on the first drink, and on the nose. I'd probably pay $40-45 for it.
So it was aged a year.
That's not bad for 1 year aged.
Right. This is also, if I'm reading this correctly.
I wouldn't have believed that if it wasn't on the bottle.
This is bottle 11.
Bottle 11?
011.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is his first run.
That is not bad for any distillery's first run. That is for sure.
Right. I think more time in the barrel, obviously, it's going to add some more of those flavors.
Yeah, that's
But
going to
his-
improve a long ways.
His mash bill,
I think he's got a good mash bill.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop down and give us a like. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what country music we need to check out. Tell us what North American whiskeys we need to try, and we will see you next time.
See you.